some of the young ones maybe not know what they're doing, but they're catching everything. And
yeah, they're getting there. They have some skill. You know, I mean, one of the things that we talk to a lot of the young players that are out here right now, there are a lot of young, talented players right now, and the key is them continually focus on your technique and on your skill. You know, it's good to see that you have the talent, but if you want to become a great player, you have to master the techniques. And so, I like the talent that you see out here. You know, we got to keep working on the skill and the technique.
You go to the farm tomorrow. I know it's still early, but you kind of just general what you've seen these first 2 or 3 days of practice.
You know, I like the attitude of the team. And you know, there's a lot of guys, like you said, are putting in roles that they haven't been in before. That, you know, they're repping now with the ones, they're repping with the twos and quality 2 reps, and are getting into the rotation. So, you know, to compete in the SEC, you got to have solid depth, and you know, and the next guy's always got to be ready to step in. And it looks like our guys have come. You know, a lot of the young guys have come with that attitude.
You mentioned the depth that really showed on the defensive line because you're able to sit some guys down, but then rotate it in, just get good practice.
Yeah, you know, had a couple like Caleb and PJ got dinged up yesterday at practice, and you know, I mean, they've played a bunch. No need to force them back onto the field, and it does. It forces other guys now to step up into that next role and see what they can do.
Talked to Deshae yesterday about it, just that competition at cornerback and guys trying to earn reps there, just how pretty good deal there.
We'll race there. It is, but you know, a corner at that position, when you know, I mean, you got 2 guys leave a wide open position for those guys that left to go to the NFL. It is pretty exciting, and there's talent at those guys, and there's guys who want to get on the field. And you know, as guys work, when you have that deal, that competition, I think it improves everybody's performance at the position. It picks up everybody's level of play, because you know if you miss a rep or you miss something out there on the field, you might not get that back. You're not gonna, you know, someone else is out there trying to take your job, and every rep you're fighting for is very valuable.
I said Deshae was talking about being a little bit more comfortable now in the spring, didn't really know guys. Do you see them kind of clicking a little bit?
Yeah, I think, you know, and he does. And, you know, I mean, you're looking at, with Deshae, even his comfort being out here. You know, I mean, the difference from the program to the coaching and the program to the college game. But I think, you know, when he talks, all those guys want to go do what he did. And, you know, so he's talking from experience of this is what I personally did to get there, on top of here's coaching and techniques and the scheme that we're using.
You spent a lot of time with Nick personally yesterday, kind of working with him. What were you saying to him and kind of working with him on?
Well, again, you know, I mean, that's with some of these young D linemen we have that have a lot of athletic ability, a lot of talent potential, you know, raw talent. You know, and what they've, a lot of times in their career, they've been able to get away with just their size and their speed. And what they start to realize is when they go against someone that's as big as they are, that now technique takes over. And if you don't have the right technique, you're going to get dominated. And they get frustrated when that happens. They've always been talented, and now they get frustrated. And what they got to do is continue to work their technique if they're going to do it. If they're not exact technique-wise, they're going to have a hard time succeeding.
It's still early in camp here, but you feel pretty settled about the first line right now, offensive line.
Well, I mean, we've got Damian, you know, Robinson, who got hurt this summer in conditioning. He'll be back in the next couple days, so I know he's going to want to compete for some playing time on that first offensive line. You know, but the rest of the guys, I think you feel good about what you know. As you know, I mean, you're a snap away from somebody else having to go back in there. Nice, I'm gonna get Tobias sitting there in the bullpen potentially. So
is that what we're calling where Tobias is now?
I mean, he might come into the ninth. You know, he can come in and close the game out in the 9th inning. We might be able to get an inning out of him or something here or there. So, you know, we got him down there sitting in the bullpen just in case there's drastic injuries.
What do you think the music has kind of added to practice and such?
Well, I just think it's fun. You know, I mean, they practice sometimes. We've got to, you know, we go out there to farm. You know, it can get kind of monotonous to the guys at times, especially this time of year with how many practices we have over and over. That, you know, makes it fun for them, lights it up, makes them actually have to concentrate too, because there's, you know, a lot of noise and distraction around there, and you know, DJ John Clark out there mixing the tunes for us.
I see some of the coaches getting into too. I mean, when there's a certain old school song come on, I see they're bumping their heads.
Oh yeah, well, we got to culture the guys up a little bit too. You know what I mean? I mean, your culture in the coaches, your culture in the players. Everybody's kind of learning a little bit of culture.
It's about as varied a playlist as you're going to get anywhere.
You have to. You have to.
Was it nice? I mean, as much as you kind of worked with Nick yesterday, he was the first one to say that, you know, he'd be fine if, you know, Pilot Mullen was to.
What is, you know, that's what you want from the guys that are in the program. That, you know what, it shows they trust what's going on. They want to take coaching, and it shows. You know, a lot of times there's these guys, they get frustrated at times because they want to do well. But you know what? When you have that trust factor, it shows they're going to take coaching, and if they're taking coaching, they're improving.
I think going pretty good. I mean, it's a fresh start. I mean, me as an older guy, I'm helping the young guys, come along. But everything going pretty good. The defense, everybody flying around making plays, looking good.
As many veterans are, you'd think it'd be settled, but it looks like y'all are really pushing because some guys want your jobs.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's just in training camp. It's a grind. This mid part of the season, almost towards the season, so everybody's trying to make the bus. So guys gonna come out and they're gonna compete every day. So we just trying to get them to compete. We trying to work on our game as older guys and bring the young guys on along with us.
You've been to the farm deal now several times, and some guys maybe did just once or not at all. I mean, what are you telling them how to get ready for it?
I'm just telling them, it ain't no, it's just another grind. I mean, it's gonna be hot. Just try to, the sun. Try not to let the sun affect you. That's all it is. It's just a mental thing. I mean, that's all it is.
Because there's some kids that look like they came in, and even some veterans that thought, well, I'm conditioned, I'm hydrated, ready. But when practice starts, it's a whole different thing on your body.
It's different. I mean, practice take a whole different piece on your body. I mean, you can run, you do a lot to get in shape and prepare for it. But once you put on that helmet and the pads, everything changes. It's just different. Practice different.
I'm kind of curious about your perspective. I know you're a linebacker, but what do you think about Coach Townsend? He seems like he's kind of fun to be around.
I love being around Coach Townsend. Coach Townsend is a fun guy. He always fun. He always, got juice. He always looking to excite everybody. So I love. He got swag. That's one thing I like about him, and I just like being around him.
I know I saw you guys the other day. You were switching up, linebackers doing corner drills, corners doing linebacker drills.
Yeah.
So you got to work with him a little bit.
Yeah.
What kind of teacher is he?
He's a great teacher. I mean, being in the NFL, so he know a lot of things. So he can come and translate things into college and to help us work on our development and get to the next level too. So he's teaching us great things in the right way.
Do you think there's something to that idea of getting everybody to basically know every position, just so you know what's happening and communicate with each other?
Well, in our defense, I mean, it's just the same thing. You got this assignment on one play, you got the same assignment on the next play. So everybody, learning, we learning more than one position, and everybody's just working together and helping each other out.
What do you think about just the general athleticism of this team? Is it just got both sides of the ball, a bunch of guys that can run?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of talent, a lot of athletic skills. I mean, I think, if we just put all our things together, we're gonna be a great team and win the championship this year.
Deontay kind of speaks about the versatility of the linebackers. With Bohanna can play in the middle, and then you look up one time he's running step for step with Tubby. I mean, in coverage, got a pretty good example of the.
Yeah, that's real good. I mean, coach prepares for those type of things. So we're gonna when in individual, we're gonna work on things that when a receiver going down, we're gonna work on things that our technique and our craft. Every time, coach gonna prepare us. He teach us everything to it. So
I'll show the world.
The wide receivers as a whole, I mean, how excited as a group are you? You guys really seem to be performing well.
I mean, we're very excited because, we've been, hearing all about we ain't got no receiver, this and that and all that. But, they just fuel to the fire. We already know we good, and then it's just time for us to show the world because I think, we got a group of guys that can go get it.
Is it because people say no receivers? I mean, a lot of stats are gone, but you and Joe have some snaps there under your belt. You've caught some balls. Robert's caught some balls. So it's not like you just, the cupboard's bare.
Nah, see, me and Rojo, and Joe, we've been around a while, so we know what's going on. Then, we don't learn the system, so we just trying to help the young guys out, And, it's easier for us because we had them older guys to help us. Now it's time for us to help them.
How different is it being in a supporting role and now in a starting role?
I mean, it's not different. But it's not different because, I really been working on it for a while. If I was just coming in, it'd probably be different. But now, it just, I knew it was time to step up, so it's just time to, step up and make them big plays.
How much does it help having a guy like Holloway pushing you? Because like you said, you've waited so long for this, bump's gone, the job's yours, and yet here's this guy giving you a shove.
Yeah, it's good I would have competition, he'll push you because it's only going to get both of us better, because he's going to push me, I'm going to push him. If he's doing something wrong, I'm going to tell him. He got the right to come tell me because, we all just trying to make each other better.
What's gotten into you and Tyler? I mean, y'all have a great connection these last 3 days.
I just think, the summer was different. For some reason, I don't know if it's because of the new facility or what, but, everybody, we just out there throwing. We'll go out there sometimes 2 times a day, just throw, and then, we just find the connection. But, I just hope we take it from there.
you've been killing it on the sideline. A bunch of tough catches, out routes or sideline routes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on. You know, I dropped a few on too, but I'm trying to, you know, eliminate that and just keep working on the good, positive catch.
I saw, I think, 2 times in a row today when you ran patterns, it was the same pattern. You went, reached it, and got that foot down.
Yeah.
Did you practice that this summer?
Yes, sir. We've been practicing. We've been practicing trying to get 2 feet in. Cause 1 feet good too, but you know, 2 feet is better because that's on the next level, and that's where everybody trying to go.
Were you embarrassed when Hannah caught up with you on one play today?
No, I wasn't embarrassed. I supposed to made a play, but hey, both good too though.
But you came back and you got a streak route down there, and you just hauled it and you were gone.
Yes, sir. You know, I'm just trying to do what coach put me at to make plays, and I'm just trying to, you know, make them happy, make them play.
Talk about the general athleticism of the receivers. I mean, yeah, y'all are supposed to be athletes, but now you've got a bunch of guys. Watch guys like Derunya and BJ and Shelby out there.
Derunya, they bigger, you know, they big and they got size. And Derunya and BJ, they all take the ball when it's in the air. So, you know, and Shelby too, they gonna go get it, and, you know, and they've been working hard this summer too. You know, they was out there with us every time we was out there. You know, that's a good thing because they don't, you know, they had a jump start on learning the system. So they didn't really know the system now, so now they just make a play.